Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another competitive battle video. I know it's been a while, guys, but I am back randomizing starter Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet and choosing one of them to take online for some competitive battles. As always, guys, we'll also be choosing one random Pokemon from Pokebuilds.com to take as our sixth Pokemon. The user who created the random Pokemon that's chosen will also be sent a free pack of Pokemon cards as a thank you for participating on the website, so make sure you get your builds in so you have a chance to win. More on that later, but without further ado, guys, let's jump into our first round of starters. All right, guys, let's see what our first round of randomized starters has to offer. Let's see what we get. Looks like we have Mightyena, we have Shroodle, and we have Stenny. I think it's Stenny. This is an interesting one. Shroodle's actually kind of interesting. I think Grafai is kind of a cool design, but from my understanding, it's not a very good Pokemon. So I don't think I'm gonna go with that. Stenny, I really just don't like the design of. I'm just gonna be brutally honest. I think it's kind of a weird one. With that really only leaves Mightyena. Not the best Pokemon in the world, but it actually has pretty reasonable offense. It's got a great ability with Intimidate, and I think I have a shiny one in the box. So we'll see what we can do with this one. I'm gonna choose Mightyena for this round. All right, guys, first up here, we have got Pretzel, the Mightyena. I did have a shiny one, which I am really stoked about, and we have built this thing very offensively, so very quick, very heavy in the physical attack, and we went ahead and built an Assault Vest set, which gave us a lot of room for flexibility as far as type coverage goes, because one thing I don't think this set is going to do in general very well is have a lot of type coverage, and so I threw Play Rough on there, Psychic Fangs, Thunder Fang, and then of course Stab Foul Play. We do have Terra Psychic on here for that Psychic Fangs if we want to boost that up. That's definitely really good. And then of course Intimidate is just an incredible ability. It's really good and really going to help neuter any of the physical attackers that we come across. All right, guys, round two. Let's see what we can get. Hopefully some better ones than the last round. We have got Finizen, we have got Pincurchin, and we have got Phantomp. Actually really interesting round here. Pincurchin I don't think is the answer. I do think there's a lot of actually good utility uses for Pincurchin, so I don't actually think it's that bad of a Pokemon. Finizen is also like really good. Palafin hero form is obviously one of the best Pokemon in the game as far as base stat total goes. It's very strong. However, it's a little bit difficult when you're not building a team around it, I feel like, to really get it to pop off. And so with that in mind, I think I'm actually going to go Phantomp on this one. I do actually really like Phantomp. The Trevenant line in general I think is very good. Ghost Grass is a really cool typing as well. So I think there's a lot that can go, you know, right with this kind of a build, and it powers up well against or with our Mightyena already being dark type. So we've kind of got the Ghost Dark coverage there, which I actually think is pretty good. So we'll see how we can build this thing. All right, second on the list, we have got Spruce, the Trevenant. Really like Trevenant. I think it's just a cool Pokemon. It's one of the cooler designs in my opinion. Now for this one, we did go physically defensive. So we've got a lot of HP, a lot of defense on this one. Put the Rocky Helmet on there as well to hopefully kind of do a little bit of damage back if we need to on any physical attacks here. And then just to really kind of nip it in the bud, we've got Will-O-Wisp on here as well to hopefully be able to kind of take down any of the major physical attackers that we see. With that, I do have Horn Leech as well. That's going to hopefully heal some back up for us. Wood Hammer is really there for just insane damage if we need it. And then Shadow Claw with the Terra Ghost Stab to really push that even more. Natural Cure is obviously just a great ability for us if we happen to get burned, if we happen to get poisoned, whatever that looks like. We've got a solution for it as well. So kind of an interesting mon. I'm curious to see how this one goes. Round three, let's see what we've got. We have got Snorlax, we've got Nuzleaf, and we've got Masquerain. I actually like all three of these. I know that sounds a little strange. Masquerain is obviously not the most powerful Pokemon in the world, but most importantly, it does get Quiver Dance, which is very good. It's also kind of a cool typing. I think it's Bug Water or something, or Bug Fly. I don't know. It's got water moves, which is kind of a unique thing with that. I will say Nuzleaf I really like the Dark Grass line, but because that's already kind of covered by our two already chosen Pokemon, I actually think we're going to go Snorlax here. Now, Snorlax is a powerhouse. We could do a lot with this. We could do a Belly Drum set. We could just do a bulky rest set. We could do all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to maybe see how we want to build this, but this is actually a really strong Pokemon. I'm really stoked to use it. All right, guys, halfway through, we have got Thick Boy here. This is our Snorlax. Terra Ghost on this one, defensive only, with the Resto Chesto set. So we did go Chesto Berry. That's going to heal up any of the, if we fall asleep or anything. And so Rest is actually perfect because we can Belly Drum, Rest, heal back up, and then be good to go with Heavy Slam and Body Slam. I did invest heavily in attack to really boost that even more. And I actually invested in speed here. Not that I necessarily expect this to outspeed a whole lot, but if we happen to be up against a very defensive Pokemon, I kind of want to be able to outspeed just a little bit. May not work out. That might have been a bad investment. Maybe HP was better. We'll see. But regardless, I'm really excited to use this one. Obviously, this is a strong Pokemon, so we'll see how things go. All right, guys, round 4. We've got a powerhouse start here. We have got Shaman, Sky form specifically, although I would suggest I could probably change that form. We've got Meryl, and we have got Roly-Coly. This is an obvious one. I'm gonna be upfront. Shaman Sky form is definitely the pick here. Roly-Coly, I actually don't mind that line. I think it's a pretty solid line, very defensive, but obviously incredibly weak to water, and so probably not the best move there. Meryl, Azumarill with huge power is not bad at all. The fairy typing is actually very good as well, but it's just not one of my favorite Pokemon. I think it's a good Pokemon actually, but probably not what I want here. I've never used a Shaman, so I'm actually kind of just curious about that. And plus, I think it's flying and grass, so we're kind of getting that flying type on top of the grass type, which I think is pretty good. Definitely a double up on the grass typing there, but I think that's fine. Next up, guys, we have Sonic the Shaman Sky. I couldn't think of a better nickname than Sonic, and it's a hedgehog, so here we are. This is an interesting one. So this is our special attacker without a doubt. We have got so much invested in special attack and speed. Obviously need to. This thing is incredibly strong. And with Serene Grace, we actually get to build a choice spec set around that. So Air Slash really going to help us out against, in getting crits and things like that. Energy Ball, Psychic both do very big damage as well. And then Giga Drain is just there if we need to heal back up. So if we happen to be low, but we know we can outspeed, we can Giga Drain our way back into the game, hopefully. That doesn't really get any benefit off of the Serene Grace, but it is stab, and it is hopefully going to be a very strong move for us. We'll see how this one goes, but I'm really stoked to use Shaman. Like I said in the selection side of things, I've never used a Shaman, so this is all brand new to me. I didn't even know how to change its form. I had to look at that, but I'm really excited to use it. All right, guys, last and maybe least, we have got Klefki, we have got Lotad, and we have got regular Meowth, specifically regular Meowth. Wow. Interesting, we got Lotad and Nuzleaf in this full round of starters. Those are kind of paired up in the Hoenn region. I do like Lotad a lot. I actually really like Ludicolo, but we've already got 2 grass types on the team. It would add water type, but I don't think we want that. Meowth, as much as I want Persian to be really good, it is a fast physical attacker, but we've kind of already got that covered with Mightyena, I think. It is a fake out user, which is important, but I just don't think it's the move here. We've also already got a normal type on the squad. I think we're going Klefki with this. Now, Klefki is interesting because you can build prankster builds out of this, so this might actually be a very good lead Pokemon for us, which we are kind of lacking at this point, but we'll see how we build it. And finally, guys, as far as the random ones go, we have got Klefki, nicknamed it Lost, because I always lose my keys. There's a nice little dad joke for you. All right, so we have gone Terra Dark on this one. Kind of odd, I realized. I might actually change that. We'll see. But we do have Prankster on here with Spikes and Protect, and then Play Rough and Foul Play for some offensive threats here. Kind of an interesting one. That's why I went Terra Dark. I'm so sorry, because of the Foul Play. Now, I did go specially defensive with this for very clear reasons. We do not have a specially defensive wall yet, and so this gives us a little bit of an opportunity to do that. The Protect isn't at its best here, but it does give us the ability to scout. Normally, I would only do that if I was poisoning or doing some other different like hack shenanigans. We do have some with Will-O-Wisp, so there is a little bit of synergy there, but in general, it's mostly just to scout to kind of see what we want to do. This is most often going to be our lead mon if I had to guess. All right, guys, so for this time around, I've actually built a dedicated random picker page on the website. Now, this is an admin-only page. If this is something you guys want to test and actually use for yourself, I can certainly release this out so you guys can use it as well. But for this, it's perfect. I actually get to randomly select a starter from the public builds and actually exclude the admin builds, which is obviously my own. So this is only going to be selecting from the public builds on the website. If you would like to build any Pokemon, it's totally free. Just make an account and you will be entered to win this giveaway. This is happening every single week as well. So all you've got to do is be on here, build some Pokemon, and that is it. You can build as many as you'd like. You can win as many times as you'd like. And hopefully this is something that can help boost the community around this website. I think it's going to be really helpful. I'm excited for this mostly for the upcoming Champions game because I feel like that's really where this is going to shine. You'll be able to kind of build those Pokemon ahead of time, create your teams on the website, and kind of see some of the weaknesses, the strengths, that kind of thing, which this tool actually goes ahead and gives you. So I definitely appreciate everybody using it. Let's go ahead and select our Pokemon build in 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay, so we have Burb. This is a shiny Dodrio, which I might actually have a shiny Dodrio. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, this is created very quickly by Tom Lassard. Tom, thank you so much. You have won the giveaway. I'll make sure we get that pack out to you. I'll reach out to you via email so you can get that. This is an interesting one. So it's normal flying, definitely doubling up on typing. However, very, very physically offensive, kind of works well with our Mightyena. Invested specifically in HP and attack, so definitely a little bit on the bulkier end, which is cool. Life Orb for the item, so a little extra damage there, and it's a Swords Dance set, which I really like. SD, we've got Body Slam, we've got Brave Bird, and we've got Steel Wind. Very, very cool. I like having a Steel type move on there, or Steel Wing, excuse me. Very cool. Hey, Tom, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. You are the best. Again, I'll reach out to you. I will create this. I'm gonna get the team together, guys, and then we are gonna be jumping into the battles. All right, guys, here we are for round number 1. I actually totally forgot to get my notebook ready. I am going to do that right now. Interesting. Okay, this is going to be a very, very difficult battle. Okay. So, I mean, I definitely think, do I? Yeah, I think Klefki definitely has to be in here. Though it's not going to do a lot against the Ho-Oh. Let's see, what else do we want to do? I am, by the way, guaranteeing that we are going to bring Dodrio in here. I apologize, I didn't do nicknames. It's been kind of an interesting week, guys. I'm going to talk about that a little bit as we go through some of these battles, because I think it's worth you guys kind of knowing what's been going on. I think I will bring Shaman as our special attacker. Do I just bring Mightyena? Probably. It's kind of our only thing for the Ho-Oh. Because it does have Thunder Fangs. So we'll give this a shot, guys. We'll see how things go. It's been a little bit busy. I apologize. Some of the Pokemon, as far as Terra types and things like that and nicknames, may not be perfect. As you guys know, if you've been watching the videos at all, or if you've been kind of catching back up on the community tab, look at that. You'll know that, unfortunately, it's been a very rough week for my family, and so a couple weeks, I should say. And so, we are getting back to things, but it's definitely taken a little bit. And so I appreciate everybody being so chill about everything, but it's been a little tricky. We're working our way through it. Things are getting better right now. I'll leave it for another video to kind of go into more detail about that, but, there's the knockoff. That's kind of fine. Leftovers are on there. That's not a huge deal. Do I want a second layer of spikes? I think is the question. Kind of, yeah. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go all in on these spikes and see if we can maybe get some extra damage off on that. I'm a little worried about the Ho-Oh. I feel like that's gonna be the biggest issue. I think that's Klefki down. I don't think there's a question, yeah. That's kind of fine. I feel like that's what Klefki was here to do anyway, so that's okay. We do know, by the way, that this is obviously not invested in, or excuse me, is not choiced in any way, which is interesting. So, I mean, I think this is a pretty clear... The question I have is, do we think they are going to swap? I kind of feel like they have to, which in that case, I feel like maybe it's better to go Psychic. They do have, maybe it's Air Slash, actually. I'm going to go Air Slash. Oh, Terra. Okay, interesting. All right, well, we'll see what happens. I don't have super high hopes for this battle, I'm gonna be honest. Terra Poison. Ugh, so they've got a stab poison move on this, maybe? That's not good at all. We do have a chance to crit for the record, which is obviously good. Yes, okay. We are choiced, so worth noting. We cannot go for Psychic. Imagine if we had gone for Psychic. How freaking cool would that have been? I think we just go for another Air Slash here. We're gonna keep it kind of simple. Hope we can get a second crit. Okay, there's a Citrus, I assume. Yeah, can we crit again? Yes, double crit, let's go. I mean, I just do it again, right? I could Terra, maybe that's worthwhile doing. Withdraw, okay. That's interesting. So we're gonna see, they do want to preserve that. That's actually really good for me, because Spike's damage alone should do quite a bit here. Okay. So there's two options here, I think. I can Terra. Nope, I can't Terra. That's a terrible idea. Like I said, I think my moves are not perfect and my Terras are not perfect, at least, so I apologize. But I think this will work out okay-ish. We'll see what this goes for. But we do have the Thunder Fang. Look at Mightyena looking so shiny. I didn't get to nickname it. I hate that. Intimidate goes off. That's not gonna matter at all. Woo! Does so much damage. I'm not gonna Terra here. I'm just gonna Thunder Fang and hope we... God, it's not even close to enough. Can we Para? No. We do get another shot at the Para though, given that it did recover. I think we just go for it again. I don't think there's a question there. If we do get the Para, they could easily, well, no, because it is, it's Terrid, so there's actually no sense in, ooh, flinch, yes please. The flinches have been really on our side this game. The Swampert is Terrid, and so it's actually not worth it for them to swap here, because they can't swap in on the Thunderfang freely, if that makes sense. It doesn't have the ground typing anymore. That was good. Can we? Yes, there we go. I was hoping we could get a Para. Get a flinch or a Para would be great right now. Nope. Dang. All right. I mean, there's no reason to swap the game plan here right now, though. I don't think. Let me see something really quick. Breaks through barriers. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just Thunderfang again. They can recover stall for sure, but like I feel like eventually hacks are gonna catch up. In this case, they're just gonna take us out. They're gonna get hit with the Brave Bird recoil though. So that's pretty good. The question I have is, what do we lock into? Because we are gonna be locked. There is no question about that. I kind of think I Psychic. It just is gonna really suck if they've got the wrong third Pokemon. You know what I mean? Like we should be able to take this out with the Swampert, and we do outspeed here, so like that's not a big problem. It's just whatever that last Pokemon is, it's gonna be really annoying. Yeah. Ugh. Are they just gonna swap into the Swampert though, is the question. We'll see. Yes, okay. Fair enough. We get that Spike's damage off, which is good. The Psychic is coming through. That's gonna take this thing out. The trick is we are locked, so if that third Pokemon resists the Psychic or has any immunity to the Psychic, we are just done. There's literally nothing we can do. Kind of sucks to have to lock in with the choice specs this late, and not have a swap. Oh. Maybe we made the right call then. Oh, that's actually really interesting. Okay. Yeah, it's super effective. I mean, we just have to go for it. Outrage is going to come in. Hopefully. Dang it. Dang it. Okay, honestly, though, that was a good effort. I don't feel bad about that game. I feel like we played okay. And we actually had a pretty good lineup for that. So we'll jump into game 2 here, guys. We'll see what we can do. All right, guys, jumping into battle 2 here, and we have got another very scary team. Let's see. That Ho-Oh, man. That Ho-Oh alone is very tricky. Golden Go, Ting Lu, Clamora. and Urshifu. Okay. With that, so the Golden Go is gonna be annoying regardless. Maybe Spikes is not the answer. I don't think Thick Boy is gonna do too much here. I think we definitely are gonna have to bring Shaman again. Well, or maybe it's just Dodrio. Thank you again, by the way, for entering that. I really do appreciate it. For everybody that does. I'm gonna try something weird this time around, guys. We're gonna be a little off brand today. I'm gonna try this. I don't think this is right, but I'm looking at their team. It's so rough. We're on the back foot regardless, guys. I'm gonna be honest, because we are so far like just doing random Pokemon. It's just gonna be hard regardless. So we'll see what we can do here. If the opponent actually jumps in, we'll see. I'm so curious to see how this goes. This, I mean, I can't imagine this goes in our favor, but hey, it's kind of fun. Like, I'm gonna be honest, guys, after Pokemon Day, I got kind of reinvigorated with the champions hype, and I'm pretty stoked about it. And so I am really excited to see where that goes. And this is sort of in prep of all that, because I feel like we can transition this series over to champions once it's time, obviously. Wow, shiny Tinglu, that's pretty cool. Okay, so obviously not a great matchup for us here, just reality of it all. We do have the Horn Leech though, and we can Terra Ghost. I don't think we Terra Ghost. Do I Willow this? Is it worth it to Willow this? Or do I just Woodhammer? I'm gonna Willow. Is that crazy? This might be crazy. We do get it off, and we do outspeed. Interesting. Okay. We're gonna see. It's just gonna set up Spikes. That's fine. Spikes is not great for our team because we really just don't have a way of handling them, but I do like that we got this thing burned. I think I just go Woodhammer here then. Do I want to Terra Ghost? I don't think so. I think that's just a bad move. So I'm gonna Woodhammer. God, that does so little damage. Oh my gosh. They're just gonna Spikes again. That's fine. This opens up the Horn Leech play a little bit though, so I will take it. There's the lefties. Or do we just try and go for a crit on the Woodhammer? We could. I don't think it's gonna be enough, but I'm gonna try for it. They've got 2 layers up. They might go for a third, but I kind of doubt it. I feel like they either switch here or go for a damaging move, but maybe I'm wrong. This is a weird type matchup because the Ghost is really bad for us here. And obviously we could swap, but I mean, because we outspeed, I feel pretty safe just going for it. And we do take it out. Okay, Tinglu, done. We obviously had to take some damage to do it, and Spikes is not good for us here, but that is one Pokemon done. Trevenant getting a kill. I like it. That's pretty awesome. I love the Trevenant design. It's so cool. Even just like staring at it on screen right now, I'm like, dang, this is a cool Pokemon. Okay, let's see what happens next. If it's the it's the Ho-Oh. Of course it's the Ho-Oh. All right, is there any worth to Shadow Clawing here? Like Terra Shadow Claw? We have the Rocky helmets. Oh, I did have to put Drill Run, by the way, on Dodrio, for the record. That was out of necessity, by the way. I did not have a choice. Steel Wing, it does not have in Scarlet and Violet, according to Pokemon Database, at least. So, apologies there. That actually was a not a misstep on my end. That was like an actual true, hey, we had to. This probably doesn't go our way. Sacred Fire, we know, does quite a bit to us here. And it gets the burn. No, come on. Dang it. I mean, it's a Ho-Oh. I don't think there's much we can do about it. I'm gonna Thunder Fang. I really love shiny Mightyena. Oh, it's snarling. Did you guys see that? That was pretty sick. It is good to be back, by the way, guys, recording. I miss doing these videos in particular. I love these videos. Now that I'm kind of back full-fledged, I'm excited to kind of prep again and get things underway, but we'll see how things go. I think we kind of just lost this one. We really don't have a lot to hit this with. We'll try this. We'll see if we can get Dodrio a little anchor time here. Is shiny, by the way, again, love that. I mean, I can SD. Sort of don't think that's the move. I think I just Brave Bird here. This might be wrong. They could also just recover, knowing that we're gonna outspeed. In which case, I'm gonna really wish I SD'd. It's cool seeing Dodrio though. Like, that's not a Pokemon I would normally see. You know what I mean? God, I wish I had SD'd. Okay. So now, do we SD predicting a recover? And I think the answer is yes. Might as well. Like, I feel like we're gonna lose if we don't, so I feel like we need to power this up as best we can and hope. Brave Bird would have done some damage, probably not a lot, but some. I like the protect on their side just to scout. Please don't kill me in one hit. That'd be awesome. Yeah, they went for the Sacred Fire. It does not do that much though. That's actually pretty important. So they might recover now, but I'm just gonna go for they're hoping for a burn. They could also just be fishing. I'm gonna just Brave Bird. I don't see a reason not to. I don't think it does enough, to be clear. I don't think it does enough at all. They didn't protect, so I'll take it. Wow, okay. Let's go. That was actually really sick. Okay, so we took down the Ho-Oh. That's huge, actually, because now we are well set up as well, and we're a pretty fast Mon, if I'm not mistaken. What is our speed? It's the Urshifu. Oh, that might actually. Oh, they're gonna outspeed us, aren't they? Well, we just have to go for it. There's nothing else we can really do. They have to have priority. It could be just Sucker Punch on this for all I care, but there's no way we don't lose here to the Dodrio, or at least lose the Dodrio, I should say. There's the Terra Steel, maybe, just for a defensive nature. Terra Water, nope. Okay. Ugh, I don't think we're gonna outspeed this Urshifu. That's the downside, man. Oh, we did. What? No way. No way. Oh my gosh, Tom. Let's go, my friend. We did it. Let's go. Okay, that was super hype. Tom, let's go. What a great battle. Oh, that was insane. Okay, very well done by our Dodrio there. Thank you for the incredible suggestion. We'll jump into battle 3 and talk more about that one. That was awesome. All right, guys, the trainer has been found. What an incredible battle that was. That was insane. Is this the same person? It freaking is. Let's just, all right. I mean, we're gonna stick with it. I'm worried about the Golden Go again. Is it crazy to lead Shaman? I'm gonna lead Shaman. I don't know. That seems really ridiculous, but we're gonna try it. I actually don't think our Cedar or Spruce, however you want to say it, is actually the right move. I also don't think Klefki is the right move. You know what? Just for the sake of like seeing all the Pokemon, we're gonna go in this order here. Just so we can kind of get a feel for everybody here. But what an incredible battle that was. I did not, by the way, I did back out of the battle before going back in. So the fact that we got paired with the same person is just bad luck. But we'll give it a shot. We beat him once. We can do it again. Switching things up this time because I feel like we kind of need to. I feel like it's pretty obvious what we were going to do otherwise. incredible, dude. Like, that was an incredible start. I kind of just hope they lead Ting Lu again, because we can just go for Air Slash and kind of do the thing. I like leading Shaman, so it's not like the later Pokemon we go into. I like having it out front. It is the Ting Lu. All right, we read it. We're learning. Special attack was weakened. That's not great, but fine. So the question is, do we Energy Ball or do we... I think we gotta just Energy Ball here, I think. I mean, we're choiced. That's a lot of damage. Special defense fell. That's awesome. There's the spikes. Figured that. We are locked in. It's worth noting that. And they do most likely have a Ho-Oh in the back. But we'll see what we can do. I just can't believe Dodrio came. I mean, that was so clutch, dude. That was so good. Yeah, okay, they're just gonna let it go down. That's fine. The thing is, Shaman checks really well, both the Urshifu as well as the Ting Lu. So it just feels like a really easy lead here. The Ho-Oh is sort of the thorn, you know what I mean? Okay, so we know this is Terra Water. We also know we have a super effective move. I think I just go for the Energy Ball. This feels like a terrible play on their part. All right. What's happening? I am so confused. If we get, I mean, a win against the same person. Okay, they went for a different Pokemon this time. I think, what do I do? I actually think it's probably correct to swap here, as silly as that sounds. I'm gonna go Mighty Anna here. I do kind of want to try and do the belly drum thing. So if this doesn't work, maybe we'll just see if that'll happen. And then, I mean, Shaman should be able to clean this up, I have to imagine. The spikes are annoying, but there's only one layer. We get the Intimidate drop. I don't know. Okay. So especially offensive, not really going to do too much, unfortunately. Special defense fell. That's fine. I'm just going to go for a Psychic Fangs. I am not going to Terra here. I don't think there's a huge reason to. I'm a little curious if they are... Okay, not a lot of damage, but some. I'm good with that. Toxic Debris. Yep. That's fine. And lefties. Oh, red card. Wow. I did not see that coming. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Do we try it? No, we can't try it, right? That seems like a terrible idea. I think we just Heavy Slam. Yeah, it would kill us. Between that and the poison, I mean, there's no way we could survive it. So yeah, we're just gonna have to Heavy Slam and hope for the best, which I'm fine with. I mean, I feel like we've got this one kind of locked up. I'm gonna be honest. This didn't feel very difficult. I think our lead was very key, and then them choosing kind of just the wrong Pokemon to match up against Shaman. I'm a little curious why they didn't go for Glamora first. That's a little odd to me, but that's fine. Toxic Debris. There's no item to worry about. I mean, this is a pretty chill one, I think. I could rest up, but wow, I should have rested. Wow, missed opportunity. Okay, well, that's fine. Endure, Earth Power. I don't remember what else, but that's fine. I'm just gonna Heavy Slam because they're just gonna do a damaging move. They outspeed. There's no reason not to. So next turn they're gonna Endure most likely off of to get Shaman kind of down a little bit, but I don't think there's much they can do after that. We should outspeed this thing. Do I go into Mighty Anna? I'm gonna go into Mighty Anna. If we can get it with Mighty Anna, that'd be pretty cool, just because Mighty Anna's a cool mon. And it's Pretzel. This is my first dog. Fun fact, I was very afraid of dogs when I was young. And Pretzel was the first dog we got that I was not afraid of. First dog we got in general, but it was a very special dog for us. So I'm assuming they Endure. Yeah. Let the poison go down. I don't know if we outspeed. I'm gonna be honest. But we'll see. And if we do, great. We crit on a move that doesn't matter. If we do outspeed, that's really good. If we don't, it's fine because we should outspeed with Shaman, but we do. All right. Very cool. Guys, we got 2 wins with this one. That was really sick. Huge props to Tom Lassard for giving a crazy good build for that. Absolutely love that Dodrio. Again, I will be reaching out to you for a free pack. Anybody that wants to, please go to pokebuilds.com, build some Pokemon. You can do as many as you want. There's no limit. And you can win multiple times. So all you gotta do is build some Pokemon. Links down below. Hang out with me there. It's going to be a really good website, I think, for future use, particularly with champions. And guys, I can't believe it. We got 2 wins. It's nice to come back with a couple, with a winning record, we will say. But I will see you guys next week. Make sure you're submitting builds between now and then, and hopefully you guys have a great time. I'll see you later.